C helps fight candida yeast. Did you know that? We are all about some candida yeast. We are all talking about it. Candida, candida, candida. Do you know, okay, probiotics, probiotic 5 is all about killing some candida, yes. The vitamin C, high doses of vitamin C raises your pH in your body to help fight candida. You've got somebody that is just, I can't get a grip on this candida and I'm taking the probiotic. They have to have the X factor because we get 320% of our daily value of vitamin C. That's huge, guys. That's excellent. That's great. That is wonderful. Vitamin C is more soluble. You're not going to get too much. I get these people that are like, oh my God, daily value is 320. Yeah, that's 3 times what I'm supposed to have. That no, you're going to pee it out. Same way with the vitamin Bs. Same, all your water soluble vitamins, you're going to pee them out. Fat soluble is a little bit different, so you do have to kind of be careful with those. But that's not what they sell over the counter usually. So, or you have to lunch. So, raises your pH and it helps your body fight illness and gut dysbiosis. Big word for jacked up. That's exactly what it means. Is your gut is jacked up. Gut dysbiosis means you're all crazy because you can be dysbiotic in different ways than the next person that you're both in dysbiosis. All right, big word just means jacked up. All right, and candida yeast. Okay, so the only product available, like I said, with both forms of aloe, the Filet Gel has been studied and shown to help type 2 diabetes. Dude, I about fell out. I didn't know that. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And so ulcerative colitis and IBS, I have Crohn's. I cannot live without my X Factor. Just went to the gastro doctor and I had a new one. We're talking about everything. He's like, let me see your list of supplements and what you're taking and ingredients, because certain doctors and specialists know that that is very critical, because if you're taking crap, you're killing yourself. You know, they need to make sure of that. But also at the same time, certain things don't interact well with other things. So he looks at it, he says, take every one of your products. I told him, I said, this is the only thing that helps with the cramps that are only described as 4 or 5 centimeter natural childbirth with no pain medication. Swear to you. I wish I had Sonia, my mama, here, because like I'm sitting there talking, or oh my gosh, I went to a health food store to put out a Plexus flyer, and it hits me, and I'm like, cold sweats, can't talk through it, bent over, and I'm literally, God, please, take it. Y'all, it is embarrassing to no degree. I mean, it's just like humiliating. And I'm trying to get in there and sell them health products, and I ran out of my junk, so I'm in trouble. So anyway, it's been proven to help with IBS. The aloe has been proven to, these are like study after study after study. Lower LDL, your bad cholesterol, help with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome. It also helps your blood. It's huge in menstrual problems, heavy bleeding. It's huge in fibroids. They got great studies out with aloe and fibroids. Just different things with your blood and your heart. I mean, literally, like I couldn't list everything that the aloe helps when it's ingested internally. We all know the topical benefits because that's an American use for it. In the rest of the world that does exist outside of South Georgia, this is huge. I mean, they eat aloe all the time, literally. Well, shoot. They use it to treat all kinds of different things. And come back. I hit it again. All right, so. Who knows about the New Zealand blackcurrant besides that it's in our aloe? Our X-Factor. Stacy, because she did homework. She did what she was supposed to do. Well, us leaders got homework that Stacy did. I think like 2 other people did.
I never posted my homework, but I did it.
Hey, that's the important part. Knowledge is power, nobody can take it from you.
So tell us, Stacy, what does it do?
It attacks the free radicals that attack our good cells. Or it kills the free radicals that attack our healthy cells.
Right, so blueberries, we've all been told to eat purple fruits and vegetables if you look at any kind of health food stuff, is because it has amazing, they're called something, it's right here actually, anthocyanin, okay, it's
Sounds
actually
good.
Where it says 30% of, it says a standard minimum of 30% of this. That means you just ate like a 5-gallon bucket of blueberries. Like seriously, like it had on one of these things, it had the dosage of how many blueberries to black currants, and then when it was concentrated in this kind of form, how many, it was crazy. It was like, oh my gosh, it's insane. So we're in South, so we know blueberries, and we're not in New Zealand, who actually, their black currants are like blueberries to them. Okay, so it's a little fruit, it's dark in color. loaded with tons of great things, honestly. All right, so it's been proven to reduce muscle stiffening, fatigue, improve kidney function. We have that question all the time on the pages. Kidney problem, kidney problem, kidney problem. Anybody got a reason why we have so much kidney problem?
Soda.
Sodas, sugar, bad foods, south, whatever you want to blame it on. It's because you are ingesting bad stuff. Improves eye function and visual fatigue. This is really awesome, as well as inhibits inflammation. So basically every product I talked about has helped with inflammation. So every autoimmune disease that you know it is stimulated usually by increased inflammation. Pain. Your pain is because of inflammation. If I break your bone doesn't hurt. What hurts is the swelling around it that hurts it. You can have stress fractures and they don't hurt, you don't even know it. Your grandma goes in, gets a picture of her foot, calls whatever, and it's like, oh my God, you had a break. I didn't know that. Because it never moved around it. If it moves the tissue, then it starts to swell. So inflammation actually is what the pain is. Family chewables up here, they don't have the aloe in it. You can't make aloe in a chewable form in the way we use it. And but they do have the New Zealand black currant too. I'm like totally excited because of your eye function. You have to look at these things. We look at it as an adult as a way of, we have issues and illnesses and sickness, so we need to go fix these things. When you look at a child that's coming up and developing these things, they need that extra support and that help. So you got that New Zealand black currant that's really going to help in the vitamins and things that are good quality vitamins. All right, BioCleanse. This is actually my last product. And
But now the aloe is not in the chewables.
Right, that's what I
Okay,
said. No
okay,
aloe in
okay.
the chewables. So BioCleanse, I wanted to talk about this because a lot of people stop at the name and it bothers me to no end. It just drives me nuts. All right, so basically, I can't remember the number, but I think you're supposed to get like 300% of magnesium a day, every single day, just to function. All right, so we know magnesium as a gut plant, it's going to get your bowels moving. Relax, all of these things over the counter that help constipation, they're usually glycol, which is unbelievably toxic to your body, or they are magnesium supplements that help you get moving, right? Okay, so if we can take the idea that magnesium is solely for constipation and put it over to the side and talk about this. Magnesium is literally essential to every function of your body. It maintains your energy level. Dang, man.
Sorry.
Got like a short sleep.
I know, and I have tried, I don't know where to change it.
8.
Well, you can fix that in just a little bit.
Is it 8?
I don't know.
Windows
Oh,
8?
yes, yes. Hate it.
Fixing it. Trash it. Helps you to relax. Hey,
So rock.
I did see that. I know, that's my new life. That's so weird.
Hey, everybody's quoting you on the team page about sucking rock, so.
Oh gosh, I have to be answering some questions about that. Helps you to relax. This is a big deal. Okay, so I'm going to use the cane because they're knocked up. Another one of those words. Yeah, words. I should keep saying those words. So, anyway, when I was pregnant with my son,
Pre-salvation.
we'll get that off camera.
Yeah.
So when I was, and I don't know if any of you guys have had preterm labor or dealt with any form of preterm labor, there's a couple different things. They give you magnesium. Magnesium sulfate, mag sulfate is what they hang. In an earlier stage, like when I started at 16 weeks, they started giving me magnesium, potassium, which are pills, and I had to take them every day. They also, have you ever soaked in an Epsom salt bath? You know that's magnesium sulfate. That's what it is, magnesium. It's infusing into your body. That's why it works as a detox. That's why it works as, this is just craziness. It works as a detox. It works as a muscle tenderizer. Epsom salt can be used in your garden. Here's just some extra stuff for you. To strengthen your plants as they grow. It's all magnesium. So magnesium is essential for cell development and organ function. So helps maintain your levels. It helps relax your muscles. Literally a tenderizer. Think of a steak. Put salt on it and beat it. And it's a meat tenderizer. Sustains the health of your heart, blood vessels, and digestive tract. We got the digestive down, okay? That's mainstream news. We got that. It seriously strengthens the walls of your arteries and your coronary arteries, your veins, your vessels, your capillaries. It strengthens that. Aneurysms, all right, is a blowout of that. Okay, so you get a hole in the water hose, it's just starting to get thin, and it gets bigger, and then it finally blows, and you're gonna die. If you're on an operating table and you have a good sized aneurysm, it does not matter if the doctor had it in his hand. You're gonna die. It is that big of a deal. If you have a history, I tell everybody this. This is my pitch on bowel plans. If you're a smoker, if you know a smoker, if you've ever had COPD, chronic bronchitis, asthma, anything breathing related where if you've ever been intubated, if you've ever dealt with injury to your lungs, if you've ever had a lung deflate, if you've ever had pneumonia, you need bowel plans because at some point your body was what we call hypoxic and did not have the oxygen levels in your body. Our BioCleanse infuses the oxygen into your cells and creates a healthy atmosphere for your cells. It also infuses, when it's going, it's taking this magnesium in there. Do you know, I was reading a study about, all of us know we're women, we watch TV, we hear the commercials, our doctors are telling us calcium, calcium, calcium. Need calcium. I read an excellent article that said calcium, yes, you need calcium for your bones and you need to offset the osteoporosis. They did a study of women that took the calcium they were supposed to take and they were still getting osteoporosis. I don't know what the heck's going on. They weren't getting the magnesium that they need. Your bones need magnesium as much as it needs calcium. They're actually equal in the importance of your bones in the strength. And I see this mentally because on my tomato plants I put Epsom salt to strengthen the stalk to hold the weight. Yes, I'm a farmer. No. But in my mind it makes sense. What you got?
On the vitamins that we have, X Factor, is there enough calcium in the vitamins that we always take? Okay.
Now, calcium is about the only thing that I found that you do need to supplement. And there's a reason calcium has to be in a certain form. Don't go to Walmart and get $4 calcium. It is sucking rocks. Okay? Don't suck rocks. I'm going to get a shirt that says don't suck rocks. Get Plexus products today.
I love it.
Or something like that. And if you look there, and you'll see on our vitamins what percentages we do have of calcium, they're there because certain vitamins need to bond with it to work right and everything. But you need to look at the right type of calcium. And literally one is equivalent to chalk, and your body can absorb it. And it's the most typical form of calcium that is on over-the-counter vitamins. So you do need to look at that. Give good quality of calcium supplements. We do not have adequate calcium in any of our products, but it is because it's a special type situation. But and you need the magnesium. I believe that every single person in the world needs the BioCleanse, every adult, because honestly, the magnesium is so essential to muscles, bones, brain function, all kinds of crazy things. Magnesium has been proven to prevent diabetes. Proven. Scientific, Harvard medical studies proven to prevent diabetes. People with higher levels of magnesium do not develop diabetes. Blew my mind. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know that. You need to get some magnesium levels checked. Up in the magnesium intake can actually reverse prediabetes.
You're like, you woke up all in love again today, didn't you?
I posted that like midnight last night.
Oh, I missed it. I hadn't been on a lot today.
Yeah, it was midnight. So what we do, we get a customer that comes in, or ambassador comes in and says, I'm diabetic. Oh, you need some slim. That's what you need. You need a slim. You need a slim and some BioCleanse. This is critical. This is so very important for so many things. This was just like, this is the whole
Say
thing
that
was
line
really-
again. Say it again. I can't read it.
Magnesium has been proven to prevent diabetes. People with higher levels of magnesium
Sorry.
do not actually develop diabetes. They don't even develop it.
Gotcha.
Like your body doesn't even have that problem. And up in the magnesium intake can actually reverse pre-diabetes. So before you've gotten to that point, it can actually reverse your damage. And
So it sounds like we need to find some good magnesium articles and start sharing them between
there's
all of
tons.
us. And
like I threw up about magnesium a couple months ago. Like
Yeah.
but my posts were like this long. I'm like,
Yeah.
nobody reading them crap. But I just was putting it out there. There are tons. And always, guys, when y'all are posting articles about all this stuff, post it. Get it out there because we're doing it.
Yeah.
We're trying to promote this as a health thing because that's what it is. And do not put a Wikipedia link, please. Because let me tell you what, Wikipedia is not a bad thing. I do go there, but I always recheck it with something else. Because you can actually log in and edit the information, the facts.
Oh, my.
You can go and change it. You can. Okay? So you can say, do you know the top 3 edited Wikipedia entries? Jesus, the Catholic Church, and I think it's abortion. I think this is the 3rd thing.
Wow.
Because every single person in this
I did
room
not
probably
know
has a
that.
different perspective about those things. So I can say, oh no, I'm right. Let me go tell you about Jesus. And, you know, it's crazy.
Is that something Batteries.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
let me ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
Somebody with osteoporosis already that's on the calcium and all that. I mean, just some bio plans to. I mean,
Yeah.
sure.
They need that, man. Go for it.
Spill it to me.
Osteoporosis is also yeast inside your bones eating its way out. So I would definitely, yeast, yeah, yeast inside your bone eating its way out.
Oh yeah, recaging beast. Did you get that?
I need to read my book more on it. Okay. It's at home.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you know, it's.
a lack of magnesium
Yeah.
is the number one reason most people come into the hospital.
She's a nurse.
Awesome.
I'm a nurse. Come into the hospital with cardiac arrest, cardiac issues like the 2 number 1 medicines we give for people that come in with cardiac issues is magnesium sulfate, the same thing that they give you to stop premature labor, and potassium. One cannot carry without the other. If your magnesium level's low, it doesn't matter how much potassium we pour into you, it's not going to help. And same thing with calcium. If it does not matter how much calcium you pour into yourself, even if it's the right kind, if you don't have the magnesium to help carry it into the cells, it's not going to get there and it's not going to stay.
Amen.
You're just going
That's
to
awesome.
pour it right back out.
Yeah.
Cardiac arrhythmias, you know, that rapid heartbeat, palpitations, everything like that. Almost 99% magnesium deficiency driven.
Heat stroke.
So our
And heat stroke.
magnesium is a good level, or I know you said the calcium is not a good enough level.
Yeah,
Or
that's what
magnesium
okay,
is
this. Yeah. All right. So this first aid to the 760 milligrams. This is about 250% of your daily diet. So if the FDA is going to say you need, I think it's 96 no, it's I can't remember what the daily value is. I think it's like 380 or something. I'm sure y'all can Google it and find out. It's like 380 for a normal person with a 2,000 calorie intake and all this stuff. 300 milligrams of calcium a day, basically, give or take some, is what you need. But Plexus is giving you, if you take 4 of these a day, so my mom's even getting more than that. So you take 4 of these a day, you take 2 capsules twice a day, then you're getting 760 milligrams. A lot of people get scared that they're going to overdose on magnesium. You're going to pee it out. You're going to just waste it away. That's why at the hospital, it's exactly what they do. You come in and they start freaking out because you're having chest pains and all this stuff. They start throwing stuff together and putting you in there. They're not worried about overloading you with this because they know that. They know that it's going to, you're going to be able to handle that. Okay?
Well, and also, who in here now or has taken Protonix, Nexium, any kind of proton pump inhibitor, something that's going to limit how much acid your stomach makes because you have heartburn? I think
Prevacid,
most of us have
Pepcid,
taken those things.
Prevacid, Pepcid,
FDA says that low magnesium levels can be associated with those medications because they prevent the absorption of magnesium. And how many of us have better relief from heartburn since taking our Plexus products?
That's right. And the same, I think it might be the same study that proved women over 50 that had been on PPIs, Prevacid and Prilosec, had increased, I'm talking about like 75% increase of bone breakage and osteoporosis. Because it's ripping the stuff from your body. You're not absorbing. Basically, the PPIs work, you're not absorbing it. You're not bringing it in. You're not. If you have a gut issue, I ain't even going there. If you have a gut issue, you're not absorbing it. You're just moving it out. It's not even going where it needs to be going. You're just throwing it away. So this is actually my last product, and this is why we have tons of information on the ProBio. We've got educated people on the probiotic. I don't need to talk about probiotic. They're gonna cover that because Stacy is a master at the probiotic. Lori Word Harrison. Lori Word Harrison is available to you guys. Unbelievable. There's tons of information about Candida. What I wanted to bring to you is the information that you gotta dig for a little bit. Like the magnesium. She's educated and she works in the field that uses that on a daily basis and sees that that's how the body works. I didn't know half of this stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, because now it starts to make sense. So when you have somebody that has a problem, you don't just throw Slim at them. Hey, let's talk about this a little bit. I think every single person needs to be on probiotic cleanse, period. Anyways, seriously. My kids are on it. Thank God this ain't recorded. My internal. My kids are on it, per their doctors, been approved, so, I'm not saying anything else. Helps relieve constipation, muscle cramping, and is vital in strengthening of your bones, your heart muscles, all that good stuff. I did not cover probiotic, fast relief products, body cream, or breast check yet, because I think this is enough for y'all to absorb.
Is there any calcium in that?
It's not this. Not calcium.
That was
This
not the X factor.
There's calcium and X factor in the boost, but it's like less than 2%.
A little bit of a supplement.
Yeah, I think it's actually less than 2% in both. I know the X factor is less than 2%, and the calcium, it's 50 milligrams, I think it's the same.
Why do you think that is?
So, period. I think that they can't, there's certain vitamins that cannot be put together in a capsule, and I think that they probably can't. I'm not a chemist, but I'm assuming that when you look at calcium and what it binds to, and like you don't take iron with orange juice because it bonds to it and you pick it out and you cook it out, so it's the same thing. Just certain vitamins don't mix well together. So,
Okay.
or me, you
Can I
just.
ask a question?
Yeah.
FDA, do you know why it has not
The
been?
FDA does not regulate supplements.
Any.
Okay.
It's not just places.
That's why,
But you know, I always like to say is that the FDA has approved,
Fen-Phen?
that's what, yeah.
Actos?
Have you ever taken Fen-Phen?
They-
Yeah,
they-
Vaginal mesh, have y'all seen this?
FDA, yes, they're good and they are there to regulate, but they don't regulate supplements. But just because, people want to stand behind the FDA makes mistakes too. You know what
Well,
I'm
the
saying?
FDA
So-
actually, every single call now to sue because you've taken this is an FDA approved medication. So, if you've seen a Sue Me commercial, then it's an FDA approved. Also, the FDA regulates things at different levels that aren't even healthy or consumable in other countries, but are for U.S. citizens.
Yeah. Now, they still watch heavily what we do. And they can make things very hard for us, but they don't actually approve.
Approved.
Stands and things like that.
That's all it, that's a stand.
What do you say? All right, so, thank you, Rachel.
Yeah.
Good job. What we're gonna do too is, we're gonna try to start doing this bi-monthly, just super in-depth ambassador training, and, we'll hit other products, okay? But, did you notice that we not one time in that hour talked about weight loss?
Not what?
Weight
One
loss.
time talked about weight loss.
Just a fun side
I know it's an amazing thing to do.
Absolutely.
I don't know how, I don't know if I'll retain it all, if that's
Right.
how you do that.
Right.
I can read it all day long, but retaining it's the issue,
But that's my thing, and
Awesome.
it's repetitiveness, you'll learn it. Just like those of us that build our business on weight loss, we can spit out weight loss stuff. This is where the fortune in your knowledge and your building your business is gonna be. And product knowledge. That is 3 products that we done, well 4, counting both the boost and accelerate. And just that right there. Okay, now what I want you to do is, can you upload this to a page?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay?
I'll put it on.
And
I didn't
one
want to put it
thing,
on there until we get the program.
exactly, yeah, and I'm gonna put mine on there too. But one thing I want y'all to notice too, and I know that some of y'all, have y'all ever actually gotten or logged into your into your site to see what a customer sees?
Yes.
That's the first thing I tell my new people. You need to go to your site, play around, and so you know. Yeah.
Your phone number?
So, because what good are you to a customer if you can't even tell them where to go and what to look for? Okay, so my thing, this is odd. Oh, please.
You can X that product knowledge and you just X it.
Okay, so one thing I want to make sure y'all know, because this is new, and I'm still learning lots of things, but one of the things that they've done is, like Rachel was saying, is they make everything an ingredient list, testimonies, all of it is right there for a customer to see. So why is mine not coming up? Come on, thing. Maybe it's just slow. Anybody, is it been slow? Is anybody online on the?
Yeah,
Oh,
actually.
here we go, here we go. Okay.
You got it? 'Cause-
Okay, all right. Where did it go? Let me just see if it pulls it up. I just want to make sure y'all knew where, and also for going to the doctor, sorry.
It's very different. when you're
Yeah,
using
it
on a
is,
different screen.
it's a slide, yeah, okay. This is actually not what I'm looking for. I wanna go where there's
Click
a-
over all the way to the left beside Plexus where you see the ball.
The banner, like where the products are, that you click it, is different.
Did you click home?
If you scroll down under the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, and then you click on the product, view information,
Okay,
see
here
the
we go.
labels.
All right, here we go. Say X Factor. More info. And this is where you want to guide your customer if they want to carry it to their doctor. Okay? This right here is amazing now. Okay? Here's your overview. This is what she was talking about, that there's tons of good information out in our overview for each product. This is right here for you. If you haven't been in here and read this, then you need to know what it's saying, so when your customer reads it and they come back with questions, you'll kind of know what's there. All right, label. Here is the ingredient list right here. So don't worry about, oh my God, let me get you an ingredient list to take to your doctor. They can pull it up on their phone right now while they're in the doctor's office and show it. Okay? So all of it is right here. And also, there's the guarantee. Does this one not have the testimonials linked to it? It's just the
That
slim.
slim only has the
Okay.
testimonials.
Now your slim also has the testimonials linked to it. So, but anyway, I just want to make sure y'all knew where this was in detail about each of the products and the ingredients. So make sure you do get on your own website and you know where everything's at, so you can help guide your customers. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna. How long do you think your presentation is? Okay. So do y'all want to go ahead and let her? No, I think we need to go ahead. Is anybody like super strong?
I'm sorry.
All right, well, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break. And y'all